might feel like that's true, but almost always it's because of the way that we're talking to our students and prospective students. They are learning those responses from the way that we're talking to them. So there's lesson number 3 that you ought to be writing down. The way that you talk to people not only influences the choices that they make, but the commitment that they have aligned behind those choices. The way that you talk to people influences the choices that people make, but it also influences the commitment they're going to have. If we drive people, beginner students, I don't care what you do with the people that know, like, and trust you and have been your students for 14 years, you can get away with all kinds of stuff with them. But the beginner people that are coming in, if we're running them through automations and we're having them enroll online and figure out the classes themselves and then hoping they show, like, all of that kind of thing, what are we saying to those people? What are we unintentionally communicating to those people when we treat them that way? Okay? And what can we do to fix that? The grocery stores in your area close over the summertime? How many of you guys have karate schools that in your area or Brazilian jiu-jitsu schools is the big one right now? How many of them close over the summertime? How about the law firms in your area? Do they shut down over the summertime? Why? Why don't they shut down? Why don't they do princess day camps instead, or whatever their variation of that is? There are people who go away for vacation. There are students. Sally goes and stays with her dad in San Francisco, and then comes back home during the school year. Like that is a real thing. Of course that happens, but it's not 100% of the people. Let me share a few more little stats with you guys here. Show you a little screen share here. Now, this data is actually about 2 years old. I actually captured these images a couple years ago, but you can go verify all of this. The trend is even more consistent today. COVID screwed up the trend a little bit, but it's more consistent today than it was in 2019 or 2022 and 2023 when I pulled these numbers. You can go find these numbers at trends.google.com, and trends.google.com is a cool little tool that allows you to check search terms over time. So how many people are searching this particular term during different times of the year, for example, in different areas and different variations of searches. You'll notice that there's a consistent drop. You can see this pattern. It almost looks like a heartbeat. This very consistent pattern from one year to the next. There's a consistent low point on this pattern right there. Now you see it happens every single year.